Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mammals, cats, dogs, chickens, ducks, all that other type shit in between. You are now tuned in to the hottest motherfucking podcast this side of the West Coast, that side of the down south. This is Real Talk with Peanut. How y'all doing? Hey man, look, I know it's been a minute, but life happens. So I had to step away for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Take care of some things going on in life. How the fuck is y'all doing out there this evening, huh? We about to have a good goddamn show this evening, and pretty interesting topic, which is actually a form of question. Tonight's podcast brought to you in part by me, Real Talk with Peanut. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to bring you the realest conversations imaginable at any time. Tonight's podcast topic is entitled Idiocarcy. Has the age of information made us idiots? It's a good goddamn question that really deserves more than a yes or no answer. I was sitting back. You know, just chilling, minding my own scruples. And I started to notice video after video after video after video of fucking idiots. Since when did thinking for yourself become so hard? Seriously. Since when did thinking for yourself become so hard? When the fuck did we get so lazy that we stopped thinking for our goddamn selves? I know when. When they came up with this little invention on your phone called Google, that's the age of motherfucking information that turned us into fucking idiots. Because if you old enough to remember, there were a set of books called the Encyclopedia Britannica. There was another book called the Thesaurus, and another book called the fucking Webster's Dictionary. So if we wanted to know something, we literally had to go either to a library or to somebody folks' house that had an encyclopedia set, that had a thesaurus, and or that had a Webster's Dictionary. Ask one of these new age kids these days, what's a thesaurus? First off, they probably wouldn't even know how to spell the fucking word. Second off, they wouldn't even know what the fuck the book was used for. Now, at what point in time did we as parents allow this age of information to make us fucking idiots? At what point in time? Because I can remember setting up at the goddamn kitchen table all night long with my mama or with my daddy, and we eyeballs deep in a motherfucking encyclopedia while I'm doing book reports. If I needed to know what a word was, not the meaning, but what it was, I had to look up in a goddamn thesaurus for a description of the word. Also, thesauruses gave you a hint of a definition. They didn't give you the whole Webster's definition, like how Webster's will break it down and give you one and break it on down like that there. A thesaurus is a book that describes words. So if you want to know what the fuck a word was caused or what it did outside of looking in a goddamn dictionary, you looked it up in a thesaurus. I bet you any amount of money right now, ain't too many kids can go in the library and tell you how to use an index card. Don't worry. I'll wait. Because this shit here, it gon' pass motherfucking being an idiot. What point in time did we allow this age of information to make us mentally fucking lazy to have to rely on Google for every goddamn thing? Hey Google, what's the percentage of what's 10% of 100? Why in the fuck should you have to Google that? You didn't learn that in school? In regular math? Through the book? Through the motherfucking math book that taught you percentages? You'd rather sit up in class now. Hey Google, how do you divide X amount of dollars times X amount of cents? I'm fucking confused. I'm really fucking confused because this shit don't make no motherfucking sense. How in the fuck is it that this age of information has made us idiots? I asked this question earlier to my supervisor, and the answer that he came back with was, oh, fuck yes, it has made us idiots because motherfuckers don't think for themselves anymore. So using your own motherfucking mind has gotten so goddamn boring to you that you'd rather pick up and, hey Google, how do you do this? Hey Google, how do you do that? The age of information that made motherfuckers so goddamn lazy, you can't even pass down a simple food recipe for your kid to follow. Nowadays, they looking up on YouTube how to cook this, how to cook that, how to do this, how to do that. Why the fuck is we as a people, and when I say we as a people, I'm talking about fucking human beings. How the fuck is it that we this mentally fucking lazy to wanna, hey Google, hey Siri, what the fuck? Where the fuck that come from? At what point in time, in what period in time, did this shit become cool? To be mentally lazy like that, to have to rely on Google for all your goddamn answers. How? How did we allow ourselves to fall into this pit of despair? And yes, I called it a motherfucking pit of despair. Because that's what it is. You too motherfucking lazy to think for your goddamn self, right? So, what you do? Hey Google, man, I don't even feel like thinking about this shit. I'm just Google the answer. You lazy-minded motherfucker. Kids these days don't think they have to learn anything. They got a phone. But what happens when you don't? See that motherfucking part right there? We ain't had no motherfucking smartphones growing up. We was the motherfucking smartphone. Everything that we needed. We had a book report that was due. We went to the library. We went and took our ass to the library and did some classical research on what the fuck it was we was trying to find out and or write a book report on. You can't goddamn write a book report using Google these days, these motherfucking days. Your teacher, that's damn near plagiarism. If you don't know what the fuck the word plagiarism is, obviously you have not done enough book reports in your lifetime. You ain't looked up shit on your own if you don't know what the fuck the word plagiarism is. And half of you little motherfuckers, y'all plagiarize shit on a daily basis and call yourselves turning it in and shit. Now these new age teachers, I don't know where y'all get y'all education from, but y'all some of the same ones that'll be so fast to holler out to a student. Well, if you don't know, Google it. What the fuck happened to if you don't know what this is, or if you don't know what this word means, look it up in a dictionary. If you don't know how to describe this word, look it up in a thesaurus. If you really want to know the history of somebody, read an autobiography, and or you can find what you're looking for in an Encyclopedia Britannica. Those books no longer exist. Nor do the people that actually came up reading the motherfuckers. Everybody, man, bro, Google the stats from the game last night. Google the stats from the game last night. The only way we knew what the stats was from the game the night before, we sat our punk asses there and watched the motherfucking game. You ain't had no Twitter. You ain't had no Facebook. You ain't had no Backpage. You ain't had none of this other type of shit. You ain't had no search engines on the internet. Hell, when I was coming up, America Online was just becoming popular. And we still, at that point in time, had to go refer to them books. We weren't mentally lazy. So, with me saying we weren't mentally lazy back then, parents nowadays have really become mentally lazy because some of the shit that they supposed to be teaching their children, they go right to fucking Google or YouTube to see how to do this or how the fuck to do that. Where they do that at? That's how you parent nowadays? What happened to books? What happened to sitting down making your kid read a book and get the fuck off that phone and stop thumb fucking the hell out that phone? When did that stop? Don't worry, I'm going to wait on these motherfucking answers. Hey man, y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all share this live podcast to everybody. I mean everybody. Everybody need to fucking hear this because everybody has answered that question at some point in time, either today or at any other point in time in their life in the past 15 years. Because in the past 15 motherfucking years, motherfuckers have become stupendously reliant on Google for answers. That's not right. That's not right. What you say, bro? Them days gone? Man, look here. I'm with you when you're right. Them motherfuckers, them days there, they long gone, Jack. Ain't no motherfucking way in hell you can sit here and tell me that we're not lackadaisical when it comes to the mind these days in this age of information. And when I say this age of information, you got so many different ways to find out information outside of what they was putting in a goddamn book back in the days. Put something important in a book, sad people will never know. They don't have an attention span anymore. You fucking well right. If it ain't concerning goddamn Grand Theft Auto or one of the Call of Duties or what's the name of that other goddamn game the motherfucker be playing, Fortnite and shit like that, that ain't got no motherfucking attention span. You can't eat. And what's crazy is we used to live by the slogan, reading is fundamental. Fundamental. If you break down that word, fundamental. It's the basic. The basic of basics. You was taught how to motherfucking read in kindergarten. When they taught you your alphabets and they taught you how to spell, you was taught how to read kindergarten, 1st through 5th grade. Your ass better go to the 6th grade knowing how to read a complete paragraph. But nowadays, class, Google this information, and I want you to do a book report on this, on Attila the Hun. But I want you to Google them first. What the fuck you think you supposed to find out on Google that ain't in the goddamn book? Please. I'm all ears. I am waiting to hear this one. Nowadays, you don't have to know how to read. Audible will read a book for you. See? This age of motherfucking information, you can't even get a kid to sit down for 5 minutes and open up a book without him having to, or her, having to pull it up on their phone, like Lorena just said, and go right to Audible Books and have them read you a motherfucking book. How does that work? This age of information has made us as a people, human beings, fucking idiots. The only reason that college students read books is because they have to. Which should be the same said about elementary and middle school and high school students. It all should be in a book, not, hey Google, what's the square root of 567,000? Without doing the motherfucking math yourself on a piece of paper. That is mentally cheating yourself. You're mentally cheating yourself. That is a shortcut for fucking idiots. Had we had that shit growing up back in the days, back in the 80s and the 90s, coming up through school, had we had that type of shit right there, we'd be some dumb motherfuckers. Not to say that the younger generation is dumb, but this age of information is dumbing y'all asses down so fast. And when I say so fast, I mean so motherfucking fast. You'd rather pick up a goddamn phone and say, hey Google, how do you do this? Or go straight to your phone and ask Google, how do you scramble an egg? When your mama right there, your aunties right there, your cousin them right there, they all older than you, seem to be somewhat around my age. Instead of you asking them to show you how to do something, you go right to being lazy and go directly to motherfucking YouTube. Now what the fuck you supposed to find out like that? Shit, we had to show all our work, how we got the result and how we got the zero. You fucking well right. You had to show that work. That was being taught back then. I don't know what the fuck is being taught now. But it damn so don't coincide with the age of information that we was in. The age of information that we was in got that if you wanted to know something, you went and took your punk ass to the library, you went and looked it up in a book. That's what you did. You got a goddamn thesaurus out. You got a motherfucking dictionary out. That's what you got. You got the encyclopedia out. You didn't go straight to know, hey Google. Google didn't even motherfucking exist back then. So if you wanted to find out something, you really had to go and look it up in a book. So to answer my own goddamn question, is this age of information making us idiots? Fuck yes, it is. Anybody that don't believe that, please, by all means, refute what I'm saying. I mean, this is a podcast. It's supposed to be some back and forth on this some way. Please, refute what I'm saying. Let me know if I'm wrong. Hell, let me know if I'm right. But at some point in time, what was then shall become again. What the fuck is to happen if the internet was to crash? And you ain't had no way to find out no motherfucking answers. What you gonna do then? What you gonna do then? How you gonna do it? What you gonna look it up on? The only thing I do like about this age is all the computer coding they are learning. Okay, well, yes, learning a computer skill when computers were barely coming out when we were growing up, and that would be for everybody over the age of 37. Actually, if your ass was born in the 80s, you had one of the first models of Apple computers or Macintosh computers in your motherfucking house. Apple still standing. Don't know about Macintosh. All of the encyclopedias seem to be in the goddamn Smithsonian some fucking well, in a goddamn museum. Who goes to the library? And when they go to the library, what they do? They go straight to a computer, go sit down on a computer, and Google every motherfucking thing when you in the goddamn library. Now, how fucking lazy is that mentally? How fucking mentally lazy is that? Please, somebody answer me that goddamn question. You go to a motherfucking library, and while you in the library, you ain't looking up books. Know what I mean? You don't even know how to use goddamn the code. You don't even know how to use the code. Don't even know what context books was for. Don't even know how to use the Dewey Decimal System. Probably don't even know what the Dewey Decimal System is. Let alone use the motherfucker. We had MySpace, but that was just the beginning. Man, MySpace wasn't even shit that you can look up no information on. You was just trying to get to know the next motherfucker with MySpace. I was looking for books, not the computer. See? Like I said, brother, you are over the age as to where you literally had to look up what you had to look up in a goddamn book. It did not happen on no motherfucking computer. There was no Google back then for the fucking use and make us mentally goddamn lazy. They said if you really wanted to hide something from somebody, put that motherfucker in a book. It's so much hidden information out here that half of you motherfuckers ain't even trying to goddamn pick up at all. Period. Sad. Damn shame. Man, look, okay, how many times y'all share that podcast, please, and thank you to everybody you can, every group. It don't matter who. Let your auntie see it, let your grandmama see it, let your daddy, sister, cousin, brother and them see it. It don't even matter. Everybody need to see this and hear this him, because this actually affects everybody. We, at some point in time, grew up, became parents our damn selves, and with the age of information constantly evolving with our fucking age, it has made us more mentally goddamn lazy because, oh shit, this is a faster route to the information than what we had to go through from back in the days. I be goddamn, you make me that motherfucker mentally lazy. It's gonna be some shit I'm on Google, but I guarantee you, it's gonna be some shit I'm gonna look up in the motherfucking book, Jack. I don't give a damn if I got to look up on Google Books. Notice what I said, Google Books. I'm finna, with my finger, skip pages. From words written on a page. Going down this side and this side. But like I said, you take a kid in a library these days. Tell them to look up information on Attila the Hun using the Dewey Decimal System. I bet you they couldn't do it. I bet everything in my pocket they couldn't do it. Show the fuck do. Show the fuck will, bet it. And they couldn't do it. It's some out there that can. It's some out there that have made themselves unavailable to becoming mentally fucking lazy, mentally lackadaisical by finding out information. They'd rather go read it. They'd rather go do the physical research of finding out said information. Oh yeah. And then 2-year-old children. I take my niece for example. I was just talking to her. She was just trying to grab the phone from her daddy, and she was going to cut the screen off and hang up the phone. She knows how to do that at her age. She's a toddler. I love my baby Dilly. Yeah. I love my nieces and my nephews. I love them all dearly. Love them all to life. But they know more technical shit with my phone than I do. And it's my goddamn phone. For those of y'all just now tuning in, this is the hottest motherfucker podcast this side of the West Coast, that side of down south. This is Real Talk with Peanut. Tonight's podcast topic is entitled Idiocarcy. Has the age of information made us idiots? And when I ask this question, I mean us idiots as just completely lazy mentally, without wanting to go do the legwork to find out the information. Oh yeah, bro, they super smart. They super smart. These kids that coming out today, man, they done been here before. These kids coming out here today, they done been here before. They know how to do too much. They running before they start walking. That's how advanced these children is that's coming out the womb these days. It makes me sad to see so many parents or kids in phones instead of conversing as a family. See, the only reason the way you could actually start a conversation with your family these days, have everybody sit down, read a book, and then have a group discussion on that book. But make sure it's something that will pique their interest and also teach them positive and or life lessons from out of that book. Comic books do not, I'm going to repeat, comic books do not fit in this here category. But have them read books about Aristotle. But you got to make sure the information that you give them piques an interest to their mentality to make them want to find out more and more. So you got to present this information to them to where it'll be fun to mental. For them to pick up that book and use the fundamentals that were given to them. This age of information has truly made us fucking idiots. Yeah, it has. Yes, it sure has. There's no way to get around it. There's no way to explain yourself in and out of it. We as a people, as a human being, as the ones occupying this goddamn planet, breathing this good air, looking at these good sunlights, feeling the sun on our skin. I'm talking about us, goddammit. We some fucking idiots when it comes to this age of information because we are lazy mentally. We lazy mentally. Seriously. Google has everybody spoiled, stupid, rotten. You want to find out something so fast these days? Hey Google, such. According to Wikipedia, have you ever noticed every time you Google some shit, it don't never say according to the encyclopedia? Y'all ever notice that? It says Wikipedia, which is the internet version and form of an encyclopedia, but don't go into details like how an encyclopedia does. Have you ever noticed that? Pay attention to that shit the next time you Google some shit. Ask Google some shit you know damn well should be in an Encyclopedia Britannica. Your answer is going to come from Wikipedia. We got to get back to the basics. It has made us lazy and unaware of our surroundings. It's no more research at a library. See, I said that shit there earlier. I said that same shit earlier. So two people can't tell the same exact lie. Especially when they're on two different sides of the motherfucking United States. Not knowing that Google don't know everything and Wikipedia is not correct information. See what I'm saying? What happened to doing the legwork? Going to the library, using the Dewey Decimal System to find some fucking information. What happened to them days? Where the fuck did they go? Can we get them back? What the fuck do we have to do to get them days back? Oh, my bad. The internet had to fall, crash, burn all the fuck the way up for that to happen, huh? So it'll be no more YouTube, no more Facebook, no none of that. So in other words, you damn near have to go back to rotary phones. You have to go back to landlines. Them beep 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 beep. Go back any further. You feel me? Dave, they do not know shit about the card catalog or how to use it. And or, most importantly, where in a library it's located. Yeah, Dave, you said one then, Jack. The motherfucking card catalog. They don't know how to use it. They don't know what an index card with all that information on it is for. The Dewey Decimal go on the top right hand corner. Last name, name, in alphabetical order from A to Z. Yes, I had to write a paper on that format as well. Yeah, sure. Hey, what's up, neighbor? Hey, neighbor, I got a quick question for you. I'm live on my podcast. This is Real Talk with Peanut.
Okay.
My question is, has this age of information made us as a people, I'm talking about human beings, idiots?
I don't think so.
How not?
You mean this age right now, or are you talking about before?
No, I'm talking about just the age of information.
Oh, you mean
far as
you're talking about Google and all that stuff?
Yep.
I think it has, actually. I agree.
See, that is coming from my neighbor. He agrees.
I agree.
It has made us fucking idiots.
Yeah, because some of the stuff is like, whatever.
But see, we was just discussing the Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah.
The card catalog, where those two items are located inside of a library. Nobody uses that information in the library no more.
Nope.
They just go completely to a computer and start typing.
Yep.
And hit the print button.
That's it. I agree.
And don't realize they committing plagiarism by the thousands.
That's what they do. Yep.
And then they turn that in, and their teacher just,
whatever.
You get an A on that one.
Yeah. Just because you're using Google.
God damn it.
Yep.
Appreciate it, my neighbor. See? This age of information has truly made us fucking idiots. Nobody wants to goddamn read a book anymore. They want to Google it. They want the book to be read to them. And somebody's voice they don't understand and don't know. But Google has fucked up everything as far as the mentality goes and what makes you lazy and unlazy, or willing and unwilling to go the lengths to find out the information that you need, that you seek. Hi, Mary. Though I will say, as the ease of having a supercomputer in your pocket is pretty awesome. True. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be times where shit, you just can't find a damn thesaurus or a library might be a little bit too far away. So I can understand the creation of Google and Wikipedia. But also, that's a double-edged sword. It's a quick help, and it's a quick way to keep you dumbed down to going and doing that physical research, going to go flip them pages, getting them paper cuts, using them damn notebooks and your hand hurting from writing shit you see in your own words, because if you print it out and just put your name at the motherfucking bottom, that is plagiarism. You just stole somebody's motherfucking work, and your teacher and y'all getting passes for this? Yeah, buddy. This age of information has made us fucking idiots. Mm-hmm. Yep, there I said it. Said it with my motherfucking chest out too. Mm-hmm. God damn, this motherfucking burning low. But yeah, buddy. I ask right now, once again, that everybody share this podcast with everybody that you know, all your friends, all your families. Share this podcast. They can find me on YouTube, Real Talk with Peanut. They can find me right here on Facebook, Real Talk with Peanut. But, man, just to be a fly on the wall when Google was created. Hey, you know what? I wish there was a way we could put all of this information on here and have it easy accessible to the masses. What the fuck were they smoking when they thought of Google? I want that weed, because that was some very inspirational smoke. Whatever the fuck they were smoking, they were inspired by something, and they created what made them a multi-billion-dollar a year company. That's a search engine. Sure the fuck did, and sure the fuck is a clove. But yeah, man, and in my opinion, as you can see, in the opinion of all the you fine viewers out there, you guys seem to think the same goddamn thing that I think. That was a little bit too much inspiration. You said they were smoking on a clove. Oh, I get it. Oh, ooh. This age of information, as my viewers, some of y'all have so eloquently put it. Y'all have unanimously agreed with me in answering this motherfucking question, this query, if you may. Has this age of information made us idiots? Over 90% of people that I've posed this question to today have said either yes or hell yeah. Think about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all can come up with some instances as to where this day and age, Google has made you fucking mentally lazy. It's made you a fucking idiot. Like, it's so much shit that you can Google and it don't be correct information, and you'll share that shit right to Facebook. Fast as you share that shit right to Facebook, motherfuckers start commenting, that's not right, that's not true, that's not this, that's not that, that's not this, and you wondering like, hold on, wait a minute, how the fuck am I getting all the wrong information? Yeah, it had made us lazy for sure. You fucking well right, Dave. Dave, you're fucking well right. That shit has made us lazy as hell, for sure. You don't want to get up off of your ass. Probably doing exactly what the fuck I just got through doing, which was smoking. That high set in and you like, man, fuck that book. Hey Google, how you do this, and this? Which actually is no fucking excuse. Because in the state of mind that I'm in right now, as high as I am right now, I feel like reading a fucking book. Like I'm in the mind frame to where I want to physically put my hands on a book and turn some pages and learn some shit that cannot and possibly will not be put on the internet. Everything does not go on the internet. That's what has made us, that's the part that's made us stupid in believing that basically everything that's put on the internet is true. Depending on what the fuck it is. If you Googling it, you got a 85% chance that it's correct. You gotta scroll down, see if CNN got it and TMZ got it and shit like that. You can't just go off that them fur couple links. You can't just go off of them. You don't know who the fuck reporting them, but they at the top, and they always fool you. You know. You gotta, you know, shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta goddamn do the work for yourself. God, you don't do the work for yourself, who the fuck gonna do it for you? Remember, Google is a motherfucking company that runs a search engine. If that company main server was to crash right now, how in the fuck would you find out the information you need to seek without going to a book? Don't worry, I'm gonna fucking wait for that one. Yeah, them be ads at the top. That would them be straight ads at the top. As I look out over the audience of, no disrespect when I say this, but self-made fucking idiots. And I'm looking at myself also. Self-made fucking idiot. And relying so heavily upon Google and other search engines to find out what has already been printed in a book. Where in the fuck we think they get the information from in the first place? Came from out of the book. They might scan some pages and shit like that. And, there you go. Information. Right at your goddamn fingertips. When information was at your fingertips. When you was holding open that book and flipping them pages, you was gaining more knowledge right then and there. You knew how to find what it was you was looking for. You knew exactly what to read, what stood out to you the most. You knew how to paraphrase if you had to explain somebody what it was you read in this book. You got to give an initial summary. You can't do that type of shit off the internet. How you gonna give a summary on a book that you heard one time? Unless you got that type of motherfucking memory recall. But some of the milk ain't clean on that one. Ain't no way. You can tell me some of these kids today wouldn't know where to start in the library if the internet was to crash. You know who they would rely on then? They'd have to rely on their parents for said information and or directions to such. See, if they're a parent like me, I know you didn't just Google something in my face. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Let me get that phone from you. Go in there. All them books in there is lined up in alphabetical order. Find what you're looking for. That part. Yeah, us. All of us, Dave. Everybody breathing God's good air. All of us that pick up this motherfucking phone and go, hey Google. This is nothing against Google. One of the greatest fucking creations ever, apparently, because whoever created the shit made them motherfuckers billionaires. Yeah. I'm just saying. Yeah, but yeah, Dave, you're right. We are old. I don't feel that old, goddammit. Yeah, I don't feel old at all. Age-wise, yeah, I am. On some information-wise, I find out the sex of the baby tomorrow. Yay. Gonna find out if it's gonna be a boy or if it's gonna be a girl. Yeah, we do have to strike a balance because that balance is heavily tipped in the favor of the internet. Heavily. Not a goddamn thing. Ooh, see Dave, you on that shit. You on that shit, Dave. Yeah, see that what I'm talking about? Nothing replaces a written word. How can you refute written word unless you know written words that are that are older than other written words and bear striking resemblance to the newer set of written words? Then you know that's one thing. But you can't replace written words. It's written documentation. Like you might as well call it history. All the fucking encyclopedia books are, cause they non-existent right now. I don't know nobody with a full fucking set. I think it might be a full set still at my grandmama's house in Birmingham. My daddy mama. Outside of that, I'm going to go find me a full set of encyclopedias. Show the fuck is. There will be no Googling shit in this house. Damn it. If the kid want to know something, the kid better look it up and read it. Don't read something in this house. That's what has actually gone wrong in society these days, that nobody takes the time to pick up. I can't say nobody does, because there's a lot of people on the intellectual level that will pick up a book in a heartbeat and motherfuck everything else, the TV, phone, every damn thing else. You get them a glass of some of them females, you get them a glass of wine and a book, Oh man, it going down. It going down. You better not bother them. I tell you that goddamn much. They reading. They stimulating their minds. You stimulate your mind by what's in a book. The screen ain't doing shit but hurting your eyes and adding more strain to your eyes and lessening the lifespan of your eyes as you stare into it day in and day fucking out. Which is actually medically proven. If I really need to find out some information, man, and I swear I wish I had some encyclopedias. I wish I had a thesaurus still here. I do exactly what the fuck I used to do back in the day. I go look the shit up manually, not automatically. Nipsey said you got to do the 7, pop the clutch, and 4. That sounds like some manual shit to me. You got to do it manually. You can't heavily rely on technology to get you the answers you seek. In order to find the answers you seek, go find it somewhere where it was written. Once written, it's written in stone, proverbially. Not literally. But it's written in stone. Once you read the information from off of those pages, it becomes etched in your memory. Depending on how many times you read that information, you might can recite that information verbatim after reading it one time. Who knows? There are a lot of brilliant minds walking the face of this earth. A lot of them. There are a lot of very smart people that found all the information that they needed in a book. They didn't find what they needed online. They didn't go, oh, I gotta go look up on the internet how to do this and how to do that. Come on, man. You shouldn't be going to YouTube to ask YouTube how to make a Southern soul a dinner from scratch. You shouldn't be doing that. You should go to one of your elders and ask them to show you how to cook that meal. Once they show you how to cook that meal, it's like you're reading a book. It's going to be etched into your memory. After a couple of times, you can tweak it however you feel. Sprinkle me, sprinkle me, sprinkle me. Who knows? But you got the basic fundamentals. You soaked in the information that was written in front of you. So my question is now, how much longer is this age of information going to keep making us fucking idiots? How long? However many things have been republished on the internet. So perhaps your stance is the internet has caused us to lose human interaction that is involved in learning. Exactly fucking mundo. Dave. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying right there. And it goes back to what you said. Nothing replaces the written word. Not a goddamn thing. Not nothing replaces that written word. That word that was already set in stone. It was there for a reason. It was there way before the internet. It was there way before computers and the age of technology. Which we relate to that part of it too also, but that's a whole nother story. I'm just saying, how much longer will this age of information continually make idiots out of us? On that note right there, ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time for me to call it an evening. Y'all have been wonderful. I appreciate and I love every last one of y'all that's under the sound of my voice right now. I appreciate it, because y'all have been tuned in to the hottest motherfucking podcast this side of the West Coast, that side of down south. This is Real Talk with Peanut. I am your host from West End to the West Coast, always doing the most. Hashtag Mr. Never Sit His Ass Still. Hopefully with a hashtag Mr. Never Sit His Ass Still Junior on the way in December. Find out the sex of my baby tomorrow. Y'all been lovely, man. I love y'all. Life too short. I love each and every last one of you. All my family, all my friends, all my fans of the show. I appreciate the love. Y'all share this live podcast with everybody y'all can. It don't matter who you share it to. Share it, man. Just spread the love, and I appreciate it. This is your boy Peanut. I'm out.